What do you like about Dr. Pin Academy?
Sir, you have touched everything. As far as the videos I've gone through, I didn't go through all the things maybe because it's a huge thing what you have. The way you shown that the structural framework what you have put up to establish a hospital. But when someone has given a blueprint of something, that becomes a well-known path. That is, I appreciate you wholeheartedly for that. Not many people will teach, and even the seniors may not be open all the time for these things to share. That's what I understood.
Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Hall of Fame Interviews. And today we have with us Dr. Pala Abhishek. He is not only a administrative doctor, but he has multiple hospitals now under his belt. He has a family of doctors. His father is a doctor and his sister is a doctor. And they have set up hospitals in Kadapa and entrepreneurial feat that he has achieved. Congratulations to the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much, sir.
He has done his education and schooling from Bangalore only, and he's had multiple fellowships, and today he's running a 50-bed hospital, right?
Yes.
So your father had a hospital starting around 25 beds.
Yes, sir. 25 beds. He has been running that for 30 years.
So what did you learn when you saw him working here? How did his influence build your doctor?
Yeah, sir. Firstly, thank you for talking to me. And I don't know, I'm not really, did I do that much of things to talk here, or I'm just here to talk to you? That's all. So, firstly, yeah, from my childhood itself, what I knew was by seeing him. Generally, people ask, "What do you want to become?" So that is the only thing what we knew was becoming a doctor. That's all. Nothing other than that. So we have just gone through all that, and now we are here. That's how it was. And what I learned was he used to wake up anytime. He used to work a lot of time. Not many times we used to go out or all these things. He was quite a busy at that time because there were quite less number of doctors and hospitals at that point of time. And now, yes, of course, many hospitals and doctors have come up. It was quite busy. And later, yeah, once the highest amount of time that I'm spending with them is now when I'm back here again after maybe a couple of decades once I finished all my studies and came back. That's what is with them.
When did you plan that you will start this 50-bed hospital?
Yeah, sir. I finished my PG in 2017. After that, I got married. Then I had to go to Hyderabad, where my wife was doing her PG. She is a gynecologist, so she was doing her first year PG at that time. So the only choice was to go there, and I worked in a few places, and after that I did fellowships over there. In that meantime, we had an idea of coming back from the beginning itself. We had an idea of coming back to my place and working here. But then once I'm working outside, then I came to know that our hospital, which is existing here, is not enough for us to match with the current standards because of the insurances and so many government schemes and all the norms what are existing presently. And the number of beds are also not enough. So then we thought we have to increase the number of beds in that, but there was no provision for that to expand in the same building. Then we had to start one more, which is close by only. So we thought of that in 2019, and at the end of the COVID wave, we had to start it. First COVID wave end, we had to start the hospital 50-bed again.
When did you join Dr. Pin Academy?
I was in Doctorpreneur from I think 18 ending something, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So how did it help you take the decisions?
Actually, yeah, I like the concept, the word itself, Doctorpreneur. So the firstly, and then you being from AIMS and Mr. Amit from IIT, your combo. I was inspired by the combo firstly, and the way you are portraying things, how to take up things ahead. Because not many people will understand the nuances behind establishing a hospital because we read a lot and come out. That's a different story. But once we come into the market, there are a number of things what we don't know also. So this has helped in understanding the nuances behind even the minute details that made me go through different things which we need to understand before getting into the establishment of a thing. The list of licenses, what we need, the whatever every minute detail what you've discussed in different talks and different videos what I've gone through with your academic sessions also. So that has helped a lot of developing a lot of insight into how to open a hospital, how to run a hospital, and how does digital media marketing helps us, all that stuff. Because no one teaches us. That's what I would say.
So when an orthopedician, you had a mindset कि अब मैं hospital खोलता हूँ. What was running in your mind?
I was not sure that because initially I thought I'll come and work in the hospital which is existing. I don't know that hospital running would be difficult because that was running in a different mode.
Yeah.
Because people used to come, people used to get operated, people used to leave. He's a general surgeon, my dad, and there are other gynecologists and all. The method of functioning, how it was going on for the past 3 decades is different from what is needed right now in the 50-bedded or 100-bedded, what the setups which are set up in the recent, maybe a 10-year or a 5 to 10 years time. A lot of norms have changed and a lot of documentation has to be done. Once we have to go to NABH, a lot of training sessions have to be conducted with the staff, with the doctors, and a lot of documentation, as I said. Many papers will be there in the case. So many things. So I was not at all knowing about all these things. I have learned all these things when I came here and as I was going through Doctorpreneur also. Yeah.
So you're a family of doctors, right? You are a doctor, your
Yeah.
wife is a doctor, your
My
parents are
brother,
doctor,
sister,
and
yeah,
your brother, your sister-in-law,
sister-in-law, and sister also. So, yeah,
sister also.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's a physician.
So how do you keep the ideas together and what are the challenges?
Challenges as such, not much of challenges. I don't know.
Okay.
We were together in the schooling times, and after that, we got someone got into some college which is far from my place, and
Yeah.
none of us studied in the same college
Okay.
except my dad and me. We were from the same UG college. That's all.
Okay.
But my brother studied first in Andhra, then in Kerala. My sister studied first in Andhra, then in Karnataka. And even me, I have studied in Andhra and then in Bangalore. And after that, I went to Hyderabad. So we talk not about the hospital as such, but we used to have a normal discussion, whatever every family has got. But yes, after coming into this part, after coming back to this place to run a hospital, then the discussions have evolved a bit between me and my brother and my father so that we can take things ahead and how to
Right.
improve the working conditions and everything, scaling it up, all that. But learned a lot of stuff other than orthopedics also after coming here in the past 5 years, I can say.
So what are the
So
top 3 lessons which you learned during this 50-bed hospital establishment and running?
working with people is the most toughest thing, where we need to be polite at the same time, shrewd about what we need, because we can't just leave certain things away, because that will affect the function of the hospital and in turn the reputation of the hospital. That is a primary thing. And yes, the patient care is the utmost thing. If we are polite and patient and talk well with the patients and be calm with them, 95 to 98% of the problems are settled as such. Because as we run an ICU setup where we come across a lot of heated arguments also sometimes. But when we don't lose our cool, the discussion may prolong a bit, but the results are fruitful. So patience is the most important key when we tackle with the people. And yes, the team what we have, the doctors and the duty doctors, even the sister, the manpower what we have at all levels does play a very key role, and hence we need to be cautious in choosing them or maintaining the standards, having the training sessions with them. And this is about the manpower, sir. And rest of the things, finances are very important, which we are not at all aware. So we need to have a good accountant with us, where we can have a good software at least, and also the physical forms where we maintain all the accounts and all, good Excel sheets where we have a track, because very easy that we may lose the track of the expenses and the income also what we are getting, unless we have MIS sheets, income sheets, and everything, expenditure sheets, everything. We are definitely prone to lose a track of all the things. That is what I understood. Very important thing. Everything has to be documented. That's all. But that can't be shown to everyone. Yes, of course. But somewhere it has to be documented, which is really, really important. That's all. These are the major things what I've learned. And accounting, yes, we need to learn something about it. Definitely, tally, accounting, income tax filing, all this stuff. We need to have a good knowledge about it. if you are running a thing.
So, how did you think about expanding into new branches like
Yeah,
retinol?
in Hyderabad. Yes, sir. So actually,
How did that idea come to you?
that took a churning of 1.5 year, I can say, between me, brother, and my family, everyone. Because my family was keen that even my brother is an ophthalmologist and his wife is also an ophthalmologist. He's a vitreoretinal surgeon and she is a phaco surgeon, anterior chamber and
Mm.
all. Initial idea was that they will come back here to my same place in the same premises so that they can just start and run the ophthal department. But later, because frankly, because of a lot of government schemes, what we have in Andhra, uh, not much of great work is going on in such a kind of place where vitreoretinal surgeon has to be full time and have a good deal of work. So then we thought this would not be a great idea to be here itself. Then we thought, why don't we step up and go to Hyderabad, which we got used to as such. We were traveling and we have a lot of friends over there, all that stuff. But that took a lot of brainstorming. Should we go? If we go, what are the nuances? And what do we do? Do we go there and work somewhere else, or do we start our own thing? Or so much of brainstorming has happened, and after a lot of discussion and a lot of planning also, then we thought, yes, for a better thing to go ahead, that is the right thing to do, and we thought of opening one in Hyderabad as a branch of the existing Palla hospitals what we have. And the future idea is to expand further also. So,
So how did you plan the uh, company structure? Like who heads what and how do you coordinate that?
yeah, this is a partnership from the Rathach, but within the family, where four people are the partners: my parents and me and my brother. Now he has come into the private practice. He was working elsewhere till last year. So till now, he was not actively into running the hospital as such. Now he is taking care of the Retinova in Hyderabad completely. Till this point, my dad, he will be taking care of. We didn't divide it as such, but majority of the running of the hospital regarding the people, HR management, all that stuff, talking to people, all that, he will be taking care. And rest of the things, all the accounting part, all the financial part, and any permissions part, insurances, all that, I'll be taking care. And all these things will be monitored by my mom. She is not a doctor as such, so she will be taking care of all the things as a whole, but
Okay.
not to the fine detail. That's how we divide all this. And my wife helps me in all the working part, and my brother's wife will be looking after the Retinova part in Hyderabad.
So initially you did some jobs
Yeah, I did.
and now you are an entrepreneur. So
Yeah,
which thing is more challenging and which is more giving you more time?
sir. Yeah, an interesting thing. When I was in post graduation in Bangalore, post graduation, as every doctor knows, we used to go in the morning at 6 o'clock, and it would generally become 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Then I come back and do some gym and eat and sleep and all that. That was my routine. So morning 6 to evening 11, night 11, what we can say. Once I came to Hyderabad, then I joined a job in a place where it was 9 to 4. I felt that I had all the time in the world because from 4 I'm free, completely free, or before 9 I'm free. Then I thought I should do something. Then I've started a distant course of MBA in hospital administration also with ICFA, ICFI. I was going through that also. Then I came across Doctorpreneur thing. So I had a lot of time and I was doing a number of things. I was reading about accounting things. I don't know why, but because of the time I had, I was doing all that. That job part was very easy for me at that time.
Eh,
Now, because that was the thing, because when compared to the post graduation, now when I started this thing, in the initial 2 3 years, I used to work even more than my post graduation here because to get things right, to design the case sheet, to get to apply for the insurances, I did all that part. I didn't take any third party. I applied myself to all the insurances. I applied for NABH because I read all the books, all that stuff. I prepared all the proformas because frankly, I had no initially good practice because I had a lot of time at that time, no much of patience. So I thought, why not? Why to spend so many? People were asking 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs to get the NABH work done or to get the state schemes empanelment done. So I thought because I have time, I read all those things and I did all that. Then it took hell lot of time, even than my post graduation. Then I felt this is really, really tough. But once things got settled, once things are running on their own, Now, even if I went on a traveling fellowship last year in 2024 for 4 weeks. I was not here at all. I was just having a remote monitoring, but everything was going fine. That's what I'm happy about now.
You invest some years, but then you get a lot of freedom.
True, true, true. Now, yes, yes. Definitely, even if I'm not here for even a month, I'm sure this can run smoothly. Not completely, but at least to the greater extent, 90%, it will be fine. I'm happy
So
with
one
that now.
hospital in which your father runs, that is 25 bedded,
That
and
is,
you
yeah,
run, that is 50 bedded. Then you
50
have
bedded.
Retinova, and then you are
Retinova.
planning some new venture
Yeah,
also.
yeah, we are planning a laser center, sir. It's a cosmetic gynecology thing. Um, we are about to launch that in March in my place, and later we are planning to expand that to Hyderabad also. Not very close in this year, maybe in 27, probably.
How do you maintain the quality and how do you maintain the system there for hospitals?
Yeah, sir, that is a bit challenging because it takes a lot of time. What we are doing is we keep on having some meetings sessions with the staff in groups because we can't call all the people at a time because many places will get affected. Not every person can come up, and also people will be in shifts, so we can't call all the people at a time. So we will be conducting sessions so that we'll talk to them how to behave, how to talk to the patients, and how to have a communication in between the staff, how to give a handover, and what are all the, as per the NABH norms also, what are all the things they have to know. All these things periodically we conduct meetings, and we'll, as I said, we'll not be much rude to anyone as such. We'll give some warning, and after that, if they are not coping up with us or if we are not happy with that, we'll just give a notice to serve and then leave. We can't tolerate much of things. That is how we are doing it till now. Good enough. What's going on is fair enough. Even the patients are satisfied to the greater extent. Sometimes we can't, have 100% happy patient clientele. So, but more than 90%, 95%, I can say they're happy. That's how the staff are also doing it well.
Have you adopted the digital media and social media presence?
We have pages in social media, in Insta and Facebook, and in YouTube also. But the hospital page is not so active. What we understood in this, hospital pages will not be liked by people,
Right.
patients, or anyone, because there is no thing which is a person what we look at. We can't like an Apollo page also, generally, unless we like a doctor. So then we understood that we can't run the hospital page. That is not the big thing. That is not the real thing what will be liked by people. Then my wife, she's PA Tejashwini. She is running a Instagram page of her own where she has got around 15,000 followers for now. And I have a page also, but I'm not so active actually. That is one thing where I have to improve right now because I'm not that easily friendly with the screen or be spontaneous with the screen. She's doing it pretty well.
You're
So
quite free right
maybe,
now.
maybe, yeah. No, man-to-man interaction, maybe I'm fine with it. But maybe I don't know how to create a content and deliver it to the stuff where it
Yeah.
reaches a lot of people and all that. Maybe you should train me all in that also again later.
Yeah.
I hope I'll do that in the future. Yeah. But my wife is doing well. We are improving at least. Yeah.
What have you done to make a brand for yourself?
My father's name is Palla Bhaskar. So he was the senior surgeon and he used to deal with a lot of cases. So he's well known in, at least in my district, in the surrounding places of my places. So we thought to keep the surname as the hospital name so that at least known, it's already a known thing to the people so that
Right.
it can reach faster. That is
Right.
what we ventured upon, nothing else. And yes, but that is not the only thing enough. That is what we understood in the initial days. Then we had to work, we had to conduct a lot of camps, and we had to get the name heard very much. ज़्यादा दिखता है तो बिकता है ऐसा. So we need to get it seen or get it heard. Only then it happens now, right now. So we had to do a lot of camps. We need to put the lollipop boards in the dividers and a lot of big billboards, what we can say, all that. And we run continuous TV ads and, of course, the digital marketing pages. Now, at least good number of people know this hospital exists and people come to our place now.
So, how much challenging it is in practicing in your at 3 city and how different it is from working in Hyderabad?
I worked in Apollo also, sir, for a short span. And then I worked in ESI, that's a medical college. So I used to do a lot of freelancing surgeries in the evening once my hospital job is done. So that was not challenging for me because there I had a job time to time. I used to get my salary and then I used to do my surgeries where I get my part of it. when I come back here. We need to invest. That is the first thing, and we need to know a lot of finances that happens around it. There is a lot of pressure built up because we need to deliver things because month end comes in no time. We need to pay a lot of bills at the end and as the month begins. So we need to rush with the work, and also at the same time we can't do any jugaad or whatever unnecessary things also. At that time I was working in a place, so that was not a quite a bit challenging thing. Here, yes, definitely, because we are running everything, so it's taking a lot of toll and energy to do it. And now we have started in Hyderabad. What I understood, the difference in the recent few months where we have started Retinova in Hyderabad is that there, if you choose the right place, the market picks up faster in city. That is what I understood. Very faster, because the paying potential is high. Even the expenses are high. That's a different story. But we can, if we are able to invest, definitely there are good returns in that from the financial part. If I wanted to tell you regarding these two things comparison, here it may take quite a time because the scale at which payments happen is a bit less in tier 2 or 3 places. That's what I understood.
Panel with Ayushman Bharat?
Not yet. It hasn't come in these places yet. We have to. ABDM is going on. So close. We might have to get into it.
But you have NABA, right?
We do. Entry level.
Okay. How has it helped you?
It helped me to learn a lot of things, firstly, before teaching the staff and all. The case sheet quality has improved and the patient care. Missing out the things has come down. Errors have minimized. And there are certain SOPs where even smaller things like even using the dustbins, and even if blood spills on the floor, there are certain protocols how to be used, what is to be done, all the things. And even for the pharmacy part, even the lab part, errors have come down. That is one very important thing, which is very good for the patient and even for the administration. And documentation part has improved, which is very good medico-legally and to defend ourselves and to maintain a good quality and tracking of the patients also. This has helped a lot. Anyway, which is quite good, but it takes energy.
What do you like about Dr. Pin Academy?
Sir, you have touched everything. As far as the videos I've gone through, I didn't go through all the things, maybe because it's a huge thing what you have. The way you shown that these things are achievable, the structural framework what you have put up to establish a hospital, because I have learned it in a crude way, not very bad also, because we have already got one thing. But when someone has given a blueprint of something, that becomes a well-known path. That is what you have shown. You have got a torch to show to the people, so that you will the one who wanted to start can understand what are all the things needed. They can plan prior itself. If you have a plan A, this is the thing. Plan B, this is the thing. So you have guided it in multiple layers also, and incorporating even the medical part and other financial part and digital media and a multidisciplinary approach. That is what is really commendable job. I appreciate you wholeheartedly for that, because not many people will teach, and even the seniors may not be open all the time for these things to share. That's what I understood, but you're doing it on air, so that's a big thing. I appreciate all the efforts.
So you are planning an infertility center next?
We had a plan from beginning itself, but some things are pushing it. So we are more of a laparoscopy and cosmetic gynecology. We wanted to portray ourselves like that. Maybe infertility, maybe next year we might, because the gynecologist, my wife, her interest has shifted from, she's an infertility fellow as such. She's an infertility expert as such, but somehow after coming here, her interest has shifted to more of a laparoscopy and cosmetic gynecology.
Okay.
It was good. It was less, occupied 5 years back, I can say. Now, so many centers have come up. It's not the same like previous. A lot of rules are coming up. And now we think these two are the laparoscopic surgeries and the cosmetic gynecology. These are the new infertility now in the coming 5 years. After 5 years, we'll see a number of cosmetic centers. Now this is the thing which has to be ventured on. That's what we felt. I don't know if that is true or false, but that is what we are planning.
Yeah, in metro cities it is quite saturated now.
Yeah, true, very much. In every lane has got one infertility center. Yeah. So that is one thing, but we need to have that as a part of our hospital. So we thought we'll start that later. Now that we are starting the lasers part, we want to take up one thing in 1 year. That's what we wanted to go slow, not to hurry into things. That we started Retinova last year. Now the laser center next year. We might plan that thing, or opening a cosmetic gynecology in Hyderabad itself.
What would you advise to somebody who is planning starting a hospital or just beginning the venture?
I don't know if I'm really that big to advise someone, but whatever I know, I'll share. That's what I can say. If you need to have a clear picture of the potential of your departments in your area where you are going to start the hospital, and the potential of the department is first thing, and second, you have to have a clear blueprint of the expenses, the equipment, all the things, pin to pin cost with you, and also the running expenditure. That is what many people will miss or overlook. So that is one very important thing where we need to have the running expenses for 2 years at least, have at least for 1.5 years at least. I'm not sure if you get your practice too well very fast, that's a very good thing. Then you can invest that running expenditure somewhere, running expenses, but safe to have 1.5 year thing and have some realistic expectations of what is going to happen, but be patient also. Then definitely it will improve. Definitely it will improve. There is no other go, because we are on the line, and initial 1.5, 2 years will be lot testing time for you if you start something, because you will not be sure. Outside people will not be sure. Then, but you have to keep it running. You have to keep the things on track all the time, and then put on all the energy. You need to maintain the pace of all the people, and then you'll definitely see good results. We'll see the fruits of it maybe in a couple of years time, max or maximum. That's all. That's what I feel. And after that, it's up to you how to scale it up, or if you want to get it there also, that's fine, totally. But there is have a clear idea, take some time in planning, and then executing. Have a prior planning first, then go for the surgery, rather than spending time on table more. That's what I understood, and I suggest also regarding the hospital also. It's the same. Have a pre-establishment planning, like pre-op planning.
Wonderful. Coming from a surgeon's mouth. Surgical.
From an orthopedician's mouth. We need even more planning, orthopedicians.
Good. It was great talking to you, Abhishek.
Great, sir.
And keep improving and keep growing.
Definitely.
Thank you for all future endeavors.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So he has been a member with us for last how many years?
A lot of time, sir. From the beginning itself, I guess. Whenever you started that,
6 years
from
now.
the very beginning stages itself, I was in between, yes, on and off. I was not continuously following it, but whenever I get time, or whenever I get some notification or something, I was going through all that. That helped a lot, actually.
So if you want to understand this whole audience, if you want to understand how we have helped him and how he's taken the advantage of the academy, there's a link below. And join the next webinar by joining the link. And thank you, Abhilash. May God bless you and
thank you, sir.
Give you a lot of success in life.
Thank you very much, sir. Very great talking to you. Thank you for that.